In 1872, a ghostly mystery unfolded on the high seas. The Mary Celeste, a merchant ship, was discovered abandoned and drifting aimlessly across the Atlantic Ocean, with no sign of its crew or captain. The ship was intact, its cargo untouched, and yet the crew had vanished without a trace. What happened to the Mary Celeste? Today, we explore one of the most famous maritime mysteries of all time, the ghost ship that left behind more questions than answers. The Mary Celeste was a brigantine merchant ship, launched in 1861. Over the years, it sailed across the Atlantic, transporting goods and passengers. However, it was in 1872 that the Mary Celeste became infamous. The ship, captained by Benjamin Briggs, set sail from New York City on November 7, bound for Genoa, Italy. The crew, along with Captain Briggs, his wife, and their young daughter, were on board, and everything appeared normal as they set out on their journey. For the first few weeks, the voyage proceeded without incident. However, on December 4, a passing ship, the Dei Grazia, spotted the Mary Celeste drifting off the coast of the Azores, an island chain in the mid-Atlantic. What the crew of the Dei Grazia discovered aboard the abandoned vessel would send shockwaves through the maritime community. When the crew of the Dei Grazia boarded the Mary Celeste, they found the ship eerily deserted. There was no sign of struggle, no sign of foul play, but the ship was intact. The cargo hold was still fully stocked with 1,700 barrels of alcohol, and the crew's personal belongings were left behind. The only thing missing was the entire crew: Captain Briggs, his wife, daughter, and the 7-man crew gone without a trace. What made the discovery even more baffling was that everything aboard the ship seemed perfectly normal. The Mary Celeste's sails were still set, and the ship's logbook indicated that it had been abandoned in the middle of a clear, calm day, with no signs of distress. The last entry in the logbook was made 10 days earlier, suggesting that the crew had simply vanished without warning. The log showed no indication of any distress or emergency. It was almost as if the crew had simply walked off the ship, leaving behind everything they had: food, clothing, even personal items. The ship's compass was missing, and the lifeboat had been launched, but there was no trace of the people who had been aboard. The mystery of the Mary Celeste has puzzled experts for over a century. There was no sign of a struggle, no evidence of piracy, and no indication of natural disaster. The ship's condition was unusual for a vessel that had supposedly been abandoned. The mystery remains unsolved, and the theories surrounding it are numerous. So, what could have happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste? Over the years, countless theories have emerged, each more perplexing than the last. Some believe that the crew had encountered a natural disaster, like a sudden, violent storm or a rogue wave, which caused panic and led to the abandonment of the ship. Others have suggested that the ship may have encountered some form of unexplained phenomenon, like a waterspout or a sudden toxic gas release from the cargo hold. This could have caused the crew to panic and abandon the ship in haste, though this theory remains unproven. Piracy has also been suggested as a possible cause, though no evidence of pirates or violence was found on board. Could the crew have been attacked, and their disappearance covered up? Or was there some kind of conspiracy at play, something more sinister than meets the eye? Some even suggested that the crew may have been victims of foul play, with some speculating that a rival ship's crew could have been involved in their disappearance. However, investigations failed to uncover any leads pointing to this theory. There were also theories suggesting that the disappearance could have been the result of a practical joke, with the crew deliberately staging the whole thing. But the fact that everything, including the cargo, was left behind makes this scenario highly unlikely. As the years passed, the mystery of the Mary Celeste only deepened. Was the ship's crew lost to some natural or supernatural force, or was there another, darker explanation for their disappearance? The case remains one of the most captivating maritime mysteries in history. The Mary Celeste was eventually sold, and after several ownership changes, it was eventually wrecked in 1885. But the legend of the ghost ship lives on. To this day, it remains a symbol of the unknown, a haunting reminder of the vast, mysterious ocean and the many unsolved mysteries it holds. The fate of the Mary Celeste and its crew remains a mystery to this day. If you have any theories or insights into what happened, share them in the comments below. The mystery continues to captivate the imagination of historians, explorers, and mystery lovers alike.